We're living in treacherous times with the Ukraine war, and Putin attacking Ukraine is not a million miles away from when Hitler attacked Poland in 1939, which is the act that started World War II. And a lot of people are talking about World War III just at the moment, but that's not going to happen, and here's why. And what's that got to do with the 100 monkey effect anyway? The 100 monkey effect came about when one monkey on a Japanese island in 1952 discovered that washing her sweet potato in the sea to wash the sand off it made it taste better. Gradually, her family and friends and other monkeys on the island saw her doing it and started to do the same. And then the 100th monkey in about 1958 did the same thing, and that was what tipped the balance. Suddenly monkeys everywhere were starting to do the same thing on other islands who'd never seen it. Similarly, although World War II was started with Hitler attacking Poland, it resulted from the atmosphere of the times, which the general mass of the population bought into. There was a lot of fear, there was a lot of poverty after the Great Depression in the 20s, there was fascist dictatorships, there was quite a lot of aggressive expansionism by some countries, and terrible racism all over the place. So, like the 100th monkey, it was the time for war. And there are lots of other instances of the 100 monkey effect. For instance, what about all the simultaneous inventions that have happened over the centuries? The microchip was invented twice in 1 year. Then in 2015, the Nobel Prize in Physics was shared by two completely independent physicists who both discovered neutrinos have mass. Also, two people from different countries developed the cash machine. Oxygen was discovered in 1772 by not one but two people completely separately. The first jet engine was invented both by Sir Frank Whittle and Hans von Ohain. Each one was serving on opposite sides of World War II, and they met after the war finished. Just 10 days apart, both Edmund Wilson and Nettie Stevens submitted completely separately papers that formed the modern view of chromosomal sex determination. At least 5 people invented the television, all in the 1920s. Just 1 hour before Alexander Graham Bell registered his patent for the telephone in 1876, Elisha Gray patented his design. And everybody knows the Wright brothers as being the inventors of the first powered flight. However, a little bit earlier, Gustav Whitehead and Richard Pearce were also experimenting with flying machines. Who actually took first to the sky remains a controversy. And there are loads more just like that. What about the discovery of sunspots? Thomas Harriot in 1610, Johann and David Fabricius in 1611, Galileo Galilei in 1612, and Christoph Scheiner 1612, all in different countries. This all shows that everything has its time. Whether you like it or not, there was a time for empire building, colonialism, and a time for warfare. But those times are not now. The time for war is over, and we can see it in the international response to Putin, which has been one of condemnation but not counterattack. But what's really great is Putin has been declared a war criminal and will have to answer for his crimes now. All the countries, including the US, agree that it's illegal and wrong to invade another sovereign nation. Now this is interesting because for years and years, many countries, most recently the US, have waged war after war with other countries, usually for their resources. Well, Ukraine may be the straw that has broken the camel's back, and no country, hopefully, including the US, can ever get away with attacking another country again for any reason at all, because now is not the time for war. It's the time for accountability for your actions. It's a time for tolerance. It's a time for peace. And of course, a time for emotional intelligence. And what does emotional intelligence involve? Empathy and consideration of the effect that our actions are having on others. So, what do you think? Let me know in the comments below if you agree or disagree. And also, let me know of any other instances of the 100 monkey effect that you've seen, things happening at the same time. Thanks for watching, and I look forward to seeing you again very soon. Bye for now.